Hey guys, Doc Pattison here, teaching pastor at Cap City with a wrap-up of week 26, Core52, on the theme of the Great Commission. Now guys, this Great Commission is a really big deal for all of us Jesus followers. These final instructions from Jesus are so important that they appear 5 different times in the New Testament: Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Acts. Each account does emphasize something a little different, but together they give us one unmistakable message. Jesus sends his followers, us, into the world to help other people become his followers. But guys, before Jesus tells us what to do, he tells us why he has the right to give us those orders. He says, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Now guys, if I stood up on a Sunday morning and I announced, I have all authority in heaven and on earth, people would be calling for professional help. There'd be lunacy or breathtaking arrogance. But guys, Jesus says it while standing in front of men who had watched him die days earlier, and now he's alive. The resurrection changes everything. The person giving this commission isn't merely a great teacher offering some good advice. He's the crucified and the risen King of everything. So the Great Commission is not just an optional ministry program for unusually enthusiastic Christians. These are marching orders from our King. And what exactly does our King command? Well, in Matthew's account, the central command is not just go. The central command is make disciples. Make disciples wherever you go, baptizing them, teaching them. Because a disciple isn't just someone who believes certain facts about Jesus. A disciple is an apprentice, someone learning to trust Jesus, follow Jesus, increasingly live like Jesus. Baptism is the starting line, not the finish line. And then comes the long work of teaching people to obey everything Jesus commanded. We're not just trying to produce converts. With God's help, we are helping people become lifelong followers of Jesus. Now, go certainly does include the idea of carrying the gospel across borders and around the world. But it also means that wherever we go, we take Jesus with us. As we raise our children, as we go to work, as we spend time with friends and neighbors, as we move through the ordinary routines of life, we're to help people take steps towards Jesus. And that kind of raises a question. Why would God entrust something this important to people like us? Why not write the gospel across the sky? Why not send an army of angels? Why place this mission into the hands of ordinary, flawed, often frightened people? Well, that's who God has always used. From Abraham to Moses, from fishermen and tax collectors to the church today, God delights in doing extraordinary things through ordinary people. But I think perhaps there's even a deeper reason. Guys, we were made in the image of a God who rescues. And have you ever noticed how stories of rescue move us? We hear of a firefighter who runs into a burning building, or a stranger dives into dangerous water to save someone who's drowning. Someone risks everything to save a person they've never met. And something inside us says, that's just beautiful. That's what we humans ought to do. Why? Because rescuing love reflects the heart of our Creator. Our God is a rescuer. And when we help another person discover the life available in Jesus, we participate in the greatest rescue mission in history. That means the Great Commission is not just another burden placed on Christians. It is an astonishing gift. God allows us to participate in something with eternal significance. And guys, you don't need a theology degree to participate. In Acts, Jesus doesn't say, you'll be my professional theologians. He says, you'll be my witnesses. A witness tells what he or she has seen, what he or she has experienced. So guys, model it. Let people see the difference Jesus makes in the way you live, the way you love, forgive, and serve. And tell it. Tell people who Jesus is and what he has done and the difference he's made in your life. And guys, you will be partnering with God. You see, the Holy Spirit does the convincing and the changing. Your job is not to close the sale. Your job is to make the introduction. You cannot force anyone to believe. Even Jesus didn't do that, because love cannot be forced. But every relationship gives us the opportunity to nudge someone either towards Jesus or away from him. Our example begins speaking long before our words do. And guys, finally, don't miss how Jesus ends the Great Commission. He doesn't say, "Good luck, I hope this works out for you." He says, "Be sure of this, I am with you always, even to the end of the age." The one who sends us goes with us. The one who commands us empowers us. Guys, the one who calls us will never, ever abandon us. So maybe don't try to begin by thinking about all the nations of the world. Perhaps begin by looking at your opportunities with the people you do life with. Who has God already placed in your life? Look for an opportunity to love them, serve them. Talk about what Jesus has done in your life with them. Gently point them towards Jesus. You don't have to change their hearts. Only God can do that. But you can make the introduction. That's our commission. That's the mission of Jesus, carried by the Spirit of Jesus through ordinary people like us. And the risen King promises to be with us every step of the way. Guys, see you next week.